What is up? What is cracking, man? What's cracking? What is up? How's everybody doing, man? How's everybody doing, man? How's everybody doing, man? Everybody hit that like button, man. Everybody hit that like button, man. Everybody smash that like button, man. Jasmine, Crockett, man. Oh, man, it was ugly. Damn. She got her ass handed to her, man. Damn, Jasmine. Damn, Jasmine. What happened, man? What happened, man? What happened, man? We know it was the white man's fault. We can just see, we can look at the picture. Of course it was the white man's fault. We know it was the white man's fault. We know that. We don't have to ask that. Of course it was the white man's fault. Of course it was the white man. I mean, Talarico, man. Jasmine got that ass whooped, man. I know she wasn't planning on that. I know she wasn't planning on that. Shout out to Raw, man. Raw in the building, man. Good morning. She was not planning on this. She got that ass whooped.
So that's my news, is that we're not going to have election results tonight, in my opinion, based upon what specifically is taking place in Dallas County. Unfortunately, this is what Republicans like to do.
She blaming Republicans in the Democrat primary. Wow. No accountability. Women are something else, boy. Women are something else, man. You could set a clock to it with women. No accountability.
And so they specifically targeted Dallas County, and I think we all know why. So,
because black people there, man. You know that us Republicans targeted Dallas County because it's black people there. That ain't even implication. She just flat out saying it. Damn. We're blaming Republicans in the Democrat primary. She should be ashamed of herself.
So that's my news, is that we're not going to have election results tonight, in my opinion, based upon what specifically is taking place in Dallas County. Unfortunately, This is what Republicans like to do. And so they specifically targeted Dallas County, and I think we all know why. So I want you to enjoy yourselves, but I won't be back tonight because I have no idea of when we're going to get results, and I fully anticipate it won't be until tomorrow. So I love y'all too.
She did a Kamala, man. She pulled a Kamala, man. It's the same shit Kamala did at Howard University, man. Got all those people out there, just left them hanging, man. Same shit Kamala did. Press 1. Salute to Anthony Madison, man. He said Trump's fault. Definitely. You know Trump's going to catch the beef. You know Trump gonna catch the beef. You know Trump gonna catch the beef. You already know that. Damn, she trying to act like it's a chance. Baby, you don't got no chance. Baby, it's a wrap.
It won't be.
It's a wrap, baby. It's a wrap. Wrap her up and ship her out. You said too bad Jasmine would have stopped the Zionist warmonger. People hate war. We lost 4 soldiers and everybody losing their head. Y'all unfit for leadership. If y'all can't stand losing 4 soldiers in a war, y'all gotta. I swear to God, man, people are crazy, man. We lost 4 soldiers, man. What do you think those soldiers are for, man? They're for fighting in wars. Let me see if we could get Jasmine over here, man. Jasmine Crockett, queen of the wild frontier. Jasmine Crockett, queen of the wild frontier.
You just voted to do it.
Y'all did it first, so you don't want to talk about
voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at calm down.
No, because this is what y'all do. So I'm trying to get
Miss
clarification.
Crockett, you're not recognized. Miss
I can't hear
Crockett.
you with your
And you
yelling.
don't want me
Calm
to
down.
Be,
Can
no,
you please calm
don't
down?
tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all talk
calm
noise,
down.
and then
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if I
Look, Chairman,
come
can we
and
send her
talk
outside to
shit
take a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a problem.
Mr.
Order.
Chairman.
All right,
Sorry.
chair.
I don't know why
Okay.
you're
Order.
acting
Chair
like
now
that.
recognizes
Not cute.
Miss Green for 4 minutes and 21 seconds. 4 minutes. Let Miss Green talk, and then I'll recognize.
But I moved to strike her words for a second time based on her second set of personal remarks attacking another member.
Who? Chairman Comer.
Because you all cannot
I have an
seem
amendment at
to
the desk,
apply
and this
the
sideshow
rules of the
needs to
committee.
stop.
We have to do this every time.
Hey,
Miss
I'm
Order,
recognized.
Order.
I'm going to
Listen,
go ahead and start talking.
Look, I know. Look, I don't know if you've noticed it. I have 2 hearing aids. I'm very deaf. I'm not understanding. Everybody's yelling. I'm doing the best I can. Can we not recognize Miss Green and let her
We
get?
cannot because of the rules of the committee, Mr. Chair. That is what I'm trying to communicate in the present moment.
We have a Okay, what's the motion? What's
The motion?
Jesus Christ. Repeal the 19th Amendment. Jasmine Crockett got that ass whooped tonight. Jesus Christ.
I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like fuck. Mustard on a beat, bro, deep boat, any rap, he a freak though, man down, call like Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, let them boys to the cross, they walk around like thieves. What's up with these? I'm tripping,
Jesus Christ. Jasmine Crockett, Queen of the wild frontier. Everybody hit that like button, man. Smash that like button, man. If you in the building, man. We smoking on Jasmine pack, man. Shout out to Dumas, man. Shout out to Dumas, man. We smoking on Jasmine pack, y'all.
All Red has already stated, we encourage each and every one of you to remain resilient. We cannot allow this type of behavior to be rewarded, because so long as they know that they can win, even if it means cheating, then they will continue to do it. So I am asking you, I am begging you to make sure that you go ahead and figure out where it is that you are supposed to vote, stand in line, wait in line. All Red has already stated.
They cheated, man. That's what happened. That's why I lost. They cheated. I lost because they cheated. It's not that I lost. It's they cheated. She terrible, man. You need to be ashamed of yourself, Jasmine. I was smashed, but god damn it, yo. I was smashed, but man, I don't think I could deal with you, man, like that, man. I don't think I could deal with a woman like this, man. Jeez. And obviously, man. It says Terrence K. Williams, you know, the gay guy, the gay Republican. He said, bye, Felicia. Jasmine Crockett just lost the Texas Democratic State Senate primary. She's officially out of a job. Goodbye, Jasmine Crockett. She'll go down in history as the loudest congresswoman, the most ghetto congresswoman, the first congresswoman to wear the largest eyelashes in America. Damn, we smoking on Jasmine pack tonight, man. We smoke. We smoking on Jasmine pack, y'all. Light up your Jasmine pack. It's finally over, man. Her career is finally over. Shout out to P. I got your message, PL, on the Shopify store. I got your message, man. Do you want me to read that, or you want me to just read that to myself, man? Shout out to PL, man. He said, Season's greeting, Ak. If the nation of Ak, I sent a message to your Ak Nation on tap page, something I found while researching how the Juice Crew destroyed Africa. Textile industry. Do you want me to read that? Okay. I'll read it later. I saw it. I didn't get it. I just saw it now when I got on. I'm gonna read it later. That's deep, man. Somebody, when you write me, you gotta tell me your handle. Somebody want me to promote. a website called ultimateranking.com. I'll do that later on, man. I'll do that later on. Yeah, man. I'll look into that. I'll look into how the Juice Crew. But how about this, PL? We admit that the Juice Crew had nothing to do with Jasmine Crockett getting her ass whipped tonight? This was all her. The Juice Crew had nothing to do with this. The Juice Crew had nothing to do with Jasmine Crockett getting that ass whooped tonight. We smoking on Jasmine pack, y'all. She got her ass whooped all by herself. Clay Travis, Outkick, says, really disappointed to see all the extreme racism in the Texas Democrat Party rigging the election for a white man over a black woman. I thought y'all were better than this. Jasmine Crockett was robbed. This one says, lost my job today, guys. Now that Jasmine Crockett will no longer be in Congress, I will not be able to impersonate her anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do with this Amazon week.
To see someone occupying the Oval Office who's never actually been elected to the Oval Office and actually answering more questions than the person that allegedly got elected. He said, we need to return the power of the purse to Congress. It never left. According to the Constitution, that's where it's at. Now, I know that people are confused right now because for whatever reason, we had a guy that went in and you talked about people invading our data. Listen, people said that they were upset about TikTok, but I'm upset about the guy that runs Twitter, who for sure is doing nefarious things, because I don't understand, if you are trying to conduct audits and figure out where the waste, fraud, and abuse is, I don't know why you would go to some tech guy. In fact, it was only techies that were sitting there at inauguration. We didn't have auditors. I would welcome auditors to come in and do forensic audits. In fact, he sat there in the Oval Office yesterday and he admitted that he was lying and he was using his propaganda machine to do it when he said that we sent millions of dollars to Gaza for condoms. That was a lie. So let me tell you something.
The gentle lady's time has expired.
It's time for
the
us
gentle
to
lady's
do our
time has
job
expired.
and rein in this rogue actor known
The gentle
as
lady's
Limelight.
time has expired.
See, I'm Jasmine Crockett. And let me tell you, see, they ain't got what we got, okay? See, we got democracy on our side. See what I'm saying? And this Elon Musk guy, this TikTok, he won't be worried about TikTok, okay? What he needs to be worried about is like, he needs to be worried about not what's going on in the Oval Office, okay? He needs to be worried about what's going on in his office, okay? See, I'm one of the smartest black women that you will ever know, okay? And that is what they are afraid of. They are afraid of us, okay? Okay?
We smoking on Jasmine pack, y'all. We smoking on Jasmine pack. She had to tell her because she pulled the Kamala tonight. She left her constituency high and dry. You supposed to ride it out. All these people came out to see a concession speech or a victory speech. You gonna keep and wait until tomorrow because you don't want to give a concession speech. You want to run with this, they cheated. The Republicans cheated. Shout out to Aster J, man. He says, Indiana wins college football playoff. Bears move to Indiana. And Jasmine Crockett gets her weave handed to her. Best day ever. Shit. Wow. So it's official, huh? The Bears moving. It's official. It's official. Yeah, I'm an Indiana fan. I'm an Indiana Fever fan. That's about it.
So that's my news, is that we're not going to have election results tonight, in my opinion, based upon what specifically is taking place in Dallas County. Unfortunately, this is what Republicans like to do. And so they specifically targeted Dallas County, and I think we all know why. So I want you to enjoy yourselves, but I won't be back tonight because I have no idea of when we're going to get results, and I fully anticipate it won't be until tomorrow. So I love y'all too.
And her cult, they just gonna support her no matter what she say. I mean, what she say is she racist as hell. She got white women that's gonna support her no matter what. It's a wrap. That white smile. That's a white man. Beat your ass. That's a whole white man, man. He white. That's a white man. But belt to your ass, Jasmine. Just like slavery, man. It's the plantation all over again, man. Let's see what she said. Here goes some more racism.
But this is real. Now, some people get a little funny when you start talking about race, but this is real. There was a Trump-appointed justice. I testified because I had already sued the state of Texas because Texas is racist.
Yeah.
Now, some people...
She said Texas is racist. The whole state of Texas is racist. White people, no matter how much y'all do to try to unracify yourself, Negroes still gonna call y'all y'all racist. Who is this? Who is this nigga, man? He says Jasmine Crockett's replacement in the house. Dr. Frederick Haynes.
Because I recognize that we've got to be pro-Israel. Yeah, we got to do that. Or we get in trouble. Well, I'm coming to get in trouble. Israel, and I'm going to quote Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter says that Israel is engaging in apartheid with Palestinians. And so
well, what the fuck do you care, nigga? Palestinians don't like your ass, nigga. Press one. Niggas don't even know Palestinians can't stand their asses, man. Palestinians hate niggas, man. Dan Crenshaw and Jasmine Crockett both lost. I don't know who Dan Crenshaw is, man. Straight out of Congress. Oh, shit. Her career is over. I can't see her coming back from this, man. But she's gonna do, you know what she's gonna do? Is she always wanted to do. Talk show. I'm sure she can get her own talk show, or she can get on The View. I'm sure she can get on The View. The View needs an infusion of young racist talent, man. She could get on The View. She could get on any daytime show. She could start her own show like Joy Reid. She gonna be fine, man. She just not gonna have no power. She not gonna have no real power. She not gonna be able to vote on anything. We repealed her 19th Amendment, her personal 19th Amendment. She can't vote on nothing. He said, "Dear Jasmine Crockett, Waffle House in Dallas is hiring. Sincerely, America." Oh shit! Everybody smash that like button for me, man. We smoking on Jasmine Pack tonight, man. We smoking on Jasmine Pack. We smoking on Jasmine Pack tonight, man. Yeah, she could be housewife, definitely, but she don't have no husband. The problem with her, she don't have a husband. I don't even know if she have a boyfriend. I never seen her with a man. So she got to get that situation straight. If she get a man, she definitely can be on one of them housewives. Housewives of Dallas. Or she could just move to Atlanta and be on Housewives of Atlanta. Wow. Jasmine Crockett and Al Green are being booted out of country. Jesus, that's one ugly dude, man. Jasmine Crockett speaks about the voter suppression tactics being used today. A judge extended Dallas County voting to 9 p.m. today in an emergency order. If you are in line at your correct polling location by 9 p.m., you can vote. Well, it's past 9 p.m., so that's a wrap. She tried, man. She went out like Al Gore, man. She tried to fight for every vote, man.
I've got people that are sending me emails. I have video recordings of voters that are crying and hurt. None of this should have happened. Let's talk about the many failures. Let's talk about what was intentional. Number one, the Republicans only did this to intentionally disenfranchise and confuse voters. That is number one. But number two, while many people were showing up to the polling locations, they were told things such as, you can't provide a provisional ballot. Now that is exactly when you would provide a provisional ballot. If you were saying, this is my polling location, and they're saying, no, it's not, you should, at a very minimum, be able to cast a provisional ballot. We've heard countless stories of people being told you can't. Then we hear stories of people saying, we're trying to go to DallasCountyVotes.org, and the website keeps crashing. Then we're hearing stories of, if the website is up, it's giving us the wrong location to go to. So thank you to Carval Coleman, who is the chair of the Democratic Party in Dallas County, because he, along with myself, Colin Allred, we all understood what should happen next, which was litigation. And so we were prepared and we were about to file when we received word that an order had been signed by Judge Stacey Williams. Judge Williams signed off on that order for Dallas County, but I want to be clear about this as someone who is running statewide, and frankly, as someone who is concerned that this will become the norm for the Republicans as they are understanding that Democrats are fed up right now, and right now Democrats are outvoting Republicans.
Everything is the Republicans' fault. Let's see, man. Jasmine. Oh, Al Green's out, man. That stunt he pulled at the State of the Union, man. I'm sure he was doing that for political reasons, trying to get some attention. And that backfired on him, man.
To cast their vote, we should all be standing
together. Democrats, Republicans, and we should all be raising hell. But unfortunately, this was always the plan. And so I am grateful for this court order. And as Congressman Allred has already stated, we encourage each and every one of you to remain resilient. We cannot allow this type of behavior to be rewarded, because so long as they know that they can win, even if it means cheating, then they will continue to do it. So I am asking you, I am begging you to make sure that you go ahead and figure out where it is that you are supposed to vote, stand in line, wait in line, and if it means that I gotta come out there with you to wait with you, I will do that.
Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett speaking just within the last few minutes. Let's bring in Evan Smith. He's a former publisher of the Essential Tech.
Black folk having a fit online, man. Black folk having a fit over Auntie Jasmine, man. Losing. Black folk having a fit. They're having a fit. Let's see what these crazy ass black folk talking about. Let's see what these crazy ass black folk talking about online, man. They having a fit. I really pray that Dallas County ancestors push their descendants to stand up in the mighty name of Jesus, inshallah. This one said they did turn me around in Dallas County to go to another location. I don't know or understand why when I was at the Dallas County location, I looked it up on the website. Says y'all white folks and Hispanics did it once again in Texas. If he gets past Corning or Paxton, I hope he takes y'all through there. It says, how are we supposed to vote and trust the system when this keeps happening? It's like, I don't want to believe in America's government because it's all crooked. Holy shit. Fuck it ain't. This guy says she just needs to run for president. He literally said a man. Is that a man? Yeah, that's a man. He said she just needs to run for president. It said, I hate this, but with this administration, did we really expect different? It said Dallas County had issues today sending people to the wrong polls. It's so sickening. Or is it that niggas just went to the wrong poll? Could it be that niggas just went to the wrong polls? Niggas didn't know what poll to go to? And now they blaming it on Dallas County? This one says they not surprised. Being black, educated, and a woman running for the state is automatically a triple threat. Republicans are terrified of educated women. This one said the real reason Jasmine Crockett is panicking in court right now is simple. She gambled her safe House seat to run for Senate, and she lost both because she didn't run for re-election to her current seat. Her replacement has already been picked. She isn't fighting for voter rights. She's fighting for a job. As of tonight, March 3rd, 2026, Texas has moved on, and Jasmine Crockett is officially out. I don't know how safe her House seat was, man. I don't know. Shout out to Balak on Latinas, man. He says, it's my birthday. I survived 32 years in Baltimore. Man, that's a feat, man. That's a feat, man. You deserve to be proud of yourself, man. If you lived in Baltimore all those years, you definitely, Jesus Christ. Praise him, man. Praise the Lord, man. P.O. says, happy birthday. Today is my son-in-law's BD too. Shout out to your son-in-law, man. Shout out to P.L. Sanders' son-in-law. That's what's up, man. B-Days in the building, man. A lot of, what's this, Aries? No, this ain't Aries. This Pisces. Pisces in the building. This one, y'all picked a political opponent worse than Kamala. What did you think was going to happen? Cardi in support is bad luck. You get her support is basically a guaranteed L. Yeah, she had Cardi B fucking campaigning for her, man. Like, come on, baby. You had Cardi B campaigning for you, man. Come on, man. We smoking on Jasmine Pack tonight, man. We smoking on Jasmine Pack tonight, man. Everybody hit that like button, man. We smoking on Jasmine Pack tonight. Oh, God. What's this sister mad about?
I'm whooping ass today. Straight up throwing blows to anybody.
Oh, God. Why y'all so goddamn... This is goddamn... I can't even think of the word, man. This is uncouth.
I'm whooping ass today. Straight up throwing blows to anybody that put their hands on me, and that's on guard. I'm gonna fuck this whole shit up if anybody put their hands on me. So with that being said, because I'm not in the fucking mood, white, black, purple, or green, I'm telling you, you can get it. So everybody keep your motherfucking hands to yourself, and everybody gonna be happy out this bitch. Or everybody go to jail. It's not like the song say, Lil Boosie say, love your family, or we all going to court. That's what the hell it meant. We all gonna go to court because I'm throwing blows out this bitch today. If anybody put their hands up on me. And it's just like that. And it's not a threat, it's a damn promise.
Damn. What she... Oh, they said, I need Black Texans to show up to the polls with this type of energy for Jasmine Crockett. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this right here. I don't know what she was thinking sending Cardi B out there, man.
Listen up, y'all. Early primary voting is happening right now in Texas, and we need Jasmine Crockett to win. She is running for U.S. Senate. And if you want somebody that's going to fight for your right, if you want somebody to fight for your community, if you want somebody that's going to go up there and represent you and represent your issues, please vote for my sister, Jasmine Crockett. Because one thing about it, she's going to fight her best. She's going to fight whoever she has to, so your voice and your problems could be heard. Vote right now. This counts so much. Vote right now.
Trump says he's going to protect women whether they like it or not. Well, if his definition of protection is not the freedom of choice.
Listen up, y'all.
Yeah, Cardi 0 for 2, man. Cardi 0 for 2. Jeez. James Tariqa has just been declared the winner. It's over, Jasmine. Why you ain't do the classy thing and give a concession speech? Oh, shit. Fucking A, man. Holy shit. That is hysterical, man. Holy shit. We smoking on Jasmine pack tonight, man. Damn. He said Jasmine Crockett got beat by a white man on Rodney King Day. Wow. Jasmine Crockett, boy. That Cardi B endorsement.
Miss Crockett, come over quickly. Oh my! Listen, we gotta ask you: can Greenland cause a war?
Well, Donald Trump can cause a war. That is for sure. We know that he declared war on Venezuela, and frankly, right now, he's threatening war as it relates to Greenland. He's threatening war as it relates to Cuba.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. You don't have a fucking clue what you talking about. You don't fucking clue what you talking about.
All I know is no, sir, you will not get a third term. That's not going to happen. I mean, the Supreme Court going to have to find a big boy and big girl panties and do what's right. The Constitution is very clear, sir. And frankly, you never should have had one term. If I'm going to be perfectly honest, you were never qualified to be president of the United States, not once, but definitely not twice. And your incompetencies are showing. Your own people, yes, my home girl, Marjorie Taylor Greene, is also very disappointed in you. Listen, you are a loser. And unfortunately, we all are being dragged down with you in your loser ways.
So she friends with Marjorie Taylor Greene now. That's funny. She's cool with Marjorie Taylor, man. Now that Marjorie Taylor's flipped on Trump. All the Jew haters, man. All the Jew haters flipped on Trump, man. Oh my God. Jasmine Crockett. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see if I can see TikTok, man. Is the TikTokers, man, melting down, man? Are the TikTokers melting down yet? I don't think they melting down yet. Nah, the TikTokers haven't started melting down yet. It's too late. It was too late in the night, man, when the news broke, man. We gotta wait for tomorrow to see the TikTokers melting down. On the 35th anniversary of Rodney King beating, Jasmine Crockett got beat worse than the 1992 curfew on that Friday night. Jesus Christ. Jasmine Crockett's greatest hits, yo. We smoking on Jasmine Pack, man. Hit the like button, man. Smash that like button. Salute to Deluxe 247. No, hold on. Salute to Barry B. Barry B is in the building. Barry B is in the building. Barry B is in the building. Yo, listen. We going over Jasmine Crockett's greatest hits, man. We smoking on Jasmine Pack.
The rails. You only love law enforcement when they're going after black, brown, immigrants, that kind of folk, right? But on January 6th, you didn't care about law enforcement because they still don't have their plaques up. We continue to do the right thing and say, yes, apply the rules equally across the board, and then y'all play in our faces and you only apply it to one side. I am asking for one commitment, and then I will yield to the ranking member. The rails. You only love law enforcement.
She's so racist, man. I mean, so fucking racist.
By the whole thing with Stephen Colbert. That was a big rocket for him. He had to be a real news nerd to know who he was before then. But that moment where, suddenly, Stephen Colbert, who's obviously a legend among Democrats, says, hey, this kid, Trump and these guys don't want to hear from. I'm going to let you hear from him now. That's when he really, he got $2.5 million, I think, the next day. And it put him on the map. You could see it kind of irritated Jasmine Crockett a little bit that he was getting all this attention because up until then, she was very far ahead. If in fact he closes, probably that's the day that started.
Yeah,
You think that's-
I definitely think it was true. Like you said, we obviously knew Tallarico. We were covering him, looking at, the kind of personality he was, but it was completely different after that.
Pay for that level.
You can't, which is ironic because it was Jasmine Crockett who before was getting all the sort of, earned media online.
Scott, you're skeptical.
Well, look, well, let's just admit it was an op, right? Trump had nothing to do with it. It was CBS's lawyers that had raised internal issues.
No,
about
it's
it.
not,
it was a total sort of a hoax about how they positioned it. But I tend to agree.
Details.
I know. I'm glad that's what you think. But I tend to agree.
This was her kicking off her state Senate bid. This was the first speech she gave, letting people know she was coming. Jesus Christ. That gratuitous ghetto talk. Ain't no way to matter. That gratuitous Negro vernacular, man. You don't have to talk like that. We see you black, man. We see it. Start the ghetto, in the ghetto. He said, this is who told millions of people to vote for Kamala and telling millions of people to vote for Jasmine Crockett. This is Cardi B doing a guitar solo, man. Holy shit. Fucking A, man. Damn, Jasmine. You got that ass handed to you, man. Jasmine, man. It is Republicans' fault. It's Republicans' fault, which is funny. This is hysterical. Holy moly, man. We smoking on Jasmine pack, man. We gonna get into some other shit in a little bit, man. Right now, we smoking on Jasmine pack, man. Smoking that ghetto Democrat, man. We smoking on that ghetto Democrat.
Standing together, Democrats, Republicans, and we should all be raising hell. But unfortunately, this was always the plan. And so I am grateful for this court order. And as Congressman Allred has already stated, we encourage each and every one of you to remain resilient. We cannot allow this type of behavior to be rewarded, because so long as they know that they can win, even if it means cheating, then they will continue to do it. So I am asking you, I am begging you to make sure that you go ahead and figure out where it is that you are supposed to vote, stand in line, wait in line, and if it means that I got to come out there with you to wait with you, I will do that. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We got to talk about the Texas Democrat Senate primary, okay? Probably the most fascinating political race of this primary season between James Tallarico and ghetto Democrat Jasmine Crockett, okay? And as you can see here, Polymarket is giving James Tallarico a 99.2% chance of winning at approximately 11:30 p.m. on election day, okay, March 3rd, right, as the election results are coming in. Now, we're going to talk about this because Jasmine Crockett has not officially lost yet. And one of the reasons why we can't say that she's officially lost is because there's some election shenanigans happening in Dallas County, okay, county that Jasmine Crockett needs in order to win, right? She needs this county to show up for her big time in order for her to have a chance of actually beating James Tallarico, okay? And we're going to talk about the shenanigans because Jasmine Crockett is crying cheating, right? She's claiming that Republicans are cheating because of these shenanigans. Again, we're going to talk about it. We're going to explain what's happening here. But I just want to say this, right? If Jasmine Crockett is really going to claim that there's cheating going on, maybe she should have started saying that when Democrats clearly tried to cheat her out of winning this race with the stunt that they pull with James Tallarico and Stephen Colbert.
By the whole thing with Stephen Colbert. That was a big rocket for him. He had to be a real news nerd to know who he was before then. But that moment where, suddenly, Stephen Colbert, who's obviously a legend among Democrats, says, hey, this kid Trump and these guys don't want to hear from, I'm going to let you hear from him now. That's when he really, I mean, he got $2.5 million, I think, the next day. And it put him on the map. You could see it kind of irritated Jasmine Crockett a little bit that he was getting all this attention because up until then, I mean, she was very far ahead. If, in fact, he closes, probably that's the day that started.
Yeah, I definitely think it was true. Like you said, we obviously knew Tallarico. We were covering him, looking at, the kind of personality he was, but it was completely different after that.
Pay for that level.
You can't, which is ironic because it was Jasmine Crockett who before was getting all the sort of, earned media online.
Scott, you look skeptical.
Well, look, but let's just admit it was an op, right? I mean, Trump had nothing to do with it. It was CBS's lawyers that had raised internal issues. No,
it's not,
I mean, it was a total sort of a hoax about how they positioned it. But I tend to agree.
Details.
I know. I'm glad that's what you think. But I tend to agree.
Yeah, that is the real election rigging, right? That Jasmine Crockett should have been complaining about. But what Jasmine Crockett is talking about here in regards to what happened in Dallas County, and this is the reason why we can't officially say that Jasmine Crockett lost yet, even though, again, the betting markets are saying 99.99% chance that she's going to lose, but you can't actually really say that yet, mathematically speaking, is because the vote count is going to be delayed in Dallas County due to some confusion about voting. And I want to go ahead and play this clip from BS Now explaining what happened. And then we're going to get into Jasmine Crockett's response. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this.
Got a little bit of breaking news out of Texas as we continue to watch the Democratic U.S. Senate primary there. As you see, this is what we've got right now. 45% of the vote in. James Tallarico leading Jasmine Crockett right now, 53 to roughly 46%. But again, less than half the vote in. And one of the things we've been watching.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you guys what I think about Jasmine Crockett losing at the end of this video. But just understand, I got a lot of thoughts, right? I cannot wait to see the reaction from the black bourgeoisie if Jasmine Crockett actually loses, which it looks like she's going to. This is not my preferred result, right? If she actually loses, but her career ending sooner rather than later, hey, I can't be mad about that, right? Either way, I'm gonna throw a party.
Closely all night since we first sat down at this desk was the question of Dallas County. Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett represents a district in Dallas. And Dallas County has had problems with the administration of their election today. We've been explaining that over the course of the night. I'm going to go right now to Evan Smith, who's the host of Overheard with Evan Smith on Austin PBS. He's a veteran observer of Texas politics. He's got 30 years experience doing that. And Evan, I'd like you to explain to us again what had happened earlier today in Dallas County, why things have been chaotic there. And now this new reporting about a judge's order about the extension of voting there.
Right. So as we talked about earlier, Rachel, the Republican Party in Dallas County decided they did not want to have countywide elections. They wanted to make people go to their assigned polling place locally. And if the Republicans say you can't have countywide, then the Democrats can't have countywide. So Democratic voters showed up thinking they were going to be able to vote at the places around the county they had voted, and they were turned away. And there was a big push to try to extend voting in Dallas County as a result of that, to give those people an opportunity to vote after all. A Dallas judge ordered the polls open until 9. Well, Attorney General Ken Paxton asked the Texas Supreme Court within the last couple of hours to overturn the Dallas judge's ruling. And according to reporting from my former colleague Eleanor Klibanoff of the Texas Tribune, the Texas Supreme Court has just temporarily blocked that judge's order to keep the polls open until 9, ordering the county to separate out the votes from people who were not in line at 7 o'clock. This throws a monkey wrench into the vote count in Dallas County. Whether those votes are going to count or not, we have no idea what's going to happen. It's a temporary ruling, but goodness, this is a mess, Rachel. It was already a mess. It's more of a mess now.
This is a pause of the vote extension in Dallas County. Are people being stopped from voting right now?
What I know is that the county is being told you have to take the votes that were cast in the last 2 hours. It's coming up upon that 9 o'clock hour central here in Texas right now. You have to take the votes that were cast by people who are not in line at 7 o'clock, push them to the side, and the fate and the status of those votes is now unknown. And of course, if you're Jasmine Crockett, you're thinking this is terrible for you because this is the county where you're going to hopefully roar back into contention in this race.
And this is as you said, it was a Dallas judge who ordered the extension of voting in Dallas County. And then it was U.S. Senate candidate and sitting Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, who asked for an individual state Supreme Court judge to weigh in and essentially overturn that other judge's ruling?
Ask the Supreme Court of Texas if they would come in and temporarily block that Dallas judge's order, and the Supreme Court came back and said, yes, we temporarily block it.
Do we know, is it multiple judges on the Texas Supreme Court, or is it one judge's ruling?
I mean, I don't know whether it was one judge or multiple, but my sense is that the court institutionally, as opposed to one assigned justice individually, but that's something we'll determine here in the course of the report.
Yeah. So you seen that, you heard that, right? You guys get the gist of what happened. So basically, there was some confusion about where people could actually vote, right? How voting was going to be done, which I don't understand. In these Democrat counties, there's always some bullshit, man. There's always some bullshit in these Democrat counties. It never fails. It never fails. Fulton, Dallas, it doesn't matter. It's always some BS in these Democrat areas, right? They just can't figure voting out. So anyways, there was some confusion. A judge basically said, okay, well, we're going to extend voting to 9 p.m. The Attorney General of Texas, who's also running for Senate as well too, he steps in and he goes to the Texas Supreme Court and says, hey, let's actually let's not have that order go through, right? Let's put a block on that order, right? We don't want people voting to 9 o'clock. So basically, all of the votes that were cast after 7 p.m., they're now put to the side, right? And they're going to figure out later whether or not those votes are actually going to count. Now, you can imagine why this is a big deal for Jasmine Ratchet, right? For the ghetto congresswoman. Well, the reason why is because, again, this is the county that she needs to win big time. Right now, she's winning about 60 to 38, right? She probably is going to need a slightly better margin than this to actually win. And there is a possibility that James Tallarico could run it up in some of these other counties enough where it won't matter, right? But we don't know as of the making of this video, again, around midnight, okay, on March 3rd. We don't know, who's going to win officially, even though Polymarket is saying that, hey, 99% chance Jasmine Crockett is going to lose. But
yeah, man. So she tried, man. It's a wrap, man. It's a wrap, man.
But we can't say officially because of this whole.
It's a wrap, man. She ain't gonna win. She ain't gonna win. It's a wrap. Jasmine, give it up, man. Give it up, Jasmine. It's a wrap. Okay? It's a wrap. Let's move on to some other stuff. We smoked on enough. We smoked on enough Jasmine Pack, man. We smoked on enough Jasmine Pack, man.
In Montgomery County, a school bus driver is accused of putting dozens of young lives at risk. Prosecutors say she was busted driving under the influence, nearly 4 times the legal limit with children on board. Our Jeff Skaversky with the details from Douglas Township.
Take the $5 challenge, the $10 challenge, the $20 challenge, the $30 challenge, the $40 challenge, the $50 challenge, the $60 challenge, the $70 challenge, the $80 challenge, the $90 challenge, the $100 challenge. Take something. Sponsor the show. We getting into the bullshit, man. We gonna transition over into the fuckery, man, and get into all the shit that y'all love, man. It's about to get cracking, man. We about to get it cracking, man, Get it cracking out here.
A Montgomery County bus driver has been fired and charged with driving under the influence with children on the bus. Police say the driver had a blood alcohol level 4 times over the legal limit when she left Boyertown Elementary School with children on the bus.
And he was just like really freaked out at the time.
Genesis Garcia tells Fox 29 her younger brother Richard was among 54 scared children on a bus driven erratically by Boyertown's Kelly Weber. Weber has been charged with endangering the welfare of children, and there's a warrant out for her arrest. The police report describes disturbing details. Multiple vodka bottles open on the bus, and surveillance video allegedly showed Weber drinking and then swerving, nearly hitting other cars on February 6th. Just after 4 p.m. near Jackson Road and 3rd Avenue in Gilbertsville. Police say Weber's blood alcohol level was 4 times the legal limit, and she also had THC in her system. Thankfully, no students were hurt.
I would definitely be freaked out. I went on that bus when I was in elementary school. Now I'm on a different bus since I'm in middle school. But yeah, definitely I would be really scared.
Boyertown Area School District sent this letter to families saying in part, we are committed to doing all we can to ensure safe, reliable transportation for all students. As her contracted transportation service provider, Quigley Bus Service has already committed to and begun a review of their safety and security protocols, including more frequent and random drug alcohol testing for all drivers assigned to our routes.
It was just kind of a shock. I just never expected that's happened. My daughter was on the bus last year. We moved. So
she had that bus driver?
Yeah.
Is it a little freaky to hear what happened?
Well, yeah, it definitely is.
Quigley Bus Service says they fired Weber, citing zero tolerance. In a statement, they say in part, we have already begun increasing the frequency of drug and alcohol testing above what is required from the state and are actively reviewing policies and procedures to ensure alignment with industry best practices. It's a measure one parent wants to see.
Do testing, I guess, random tests, when you get there, blow into a stick, make sure you pass.
Authorities say Weber checked herself into a rehab facility after the incident, and she is expected to turn herself into police. In Boyertown, Jeff Skaversky, Fox 29 News.
Yo.
Philadelphia police investigating after 2 women come forward about a suspicious man following them around Northern Liberties. As our Jill Croce reports, the women were not hurt, but they want to warn others.
The women I talked with today have filed police reports, and they encourage others.
You following women around Philly, man. You desperate, man. Press 1. You how desperate are you, man? Think about it, man. You gotta be hella desperate to be following women around Philly. Man.
to do the same, and through the power of social media, they're realizing that others have had close encounters. And Philadelphia police tonight say that the Special Victims Unit is investigating.
I really remember his eyes, and that's the scary part, because when he was staring at me over there, that's just like frozen in my mind.
I just think it's really sad and scary that this individual has been doing this stuff for a year based on what I've seen online, and nothing has been done.
In less than a week, these two both allege the same man has targeted suspicious behavior towards them in the area of North 2nd Street and Girard Avenue in Northern Liberties. Neither woman was physically hurt, but they say they felt unsafe, so they filed police reports and put their neighbors on notice. Their posts on Facebook groups, Phila Queens and a Fishtown community page have generated hundreds of reactions and comments. One commenter says the same guy followed her Friday at 3rd and Spring Garden.
He also had the same outfit on.
Okay. These some nice, I guess these some nice looking Philly women. These are transplants. These women are transplants. They not really from Philly.
Commenter says the same guy followed her Friday at 3rd and Spring Garden.
He also had the same outfit on from 2 days prior, which is how Charlie, which is how I recognized him because I had read Charlie's description of him.
Charlie had her encounter Friday after visiting Salad Corps, which is about a 15-minute walk from her Fishtown apartment. That's when she noticed odd behavior ahead.
I just keep noticing he's turning around, and he turns around like 2, maybe 3 times on the first block, and I'm kind of getting weirded out.
She says the following block, he kept turning around while mouthing something. He eventually got behind her as she made her way home. Her walk became a sprint.
And I get to my door, I'm pulling out my keys, and he's like across at that corner right over there just staring at me.
Gina's run-in happened Sunday at her apartment across from the same Salad Corps. She believes he got in by someone propping a door open or by following someone inside.
There's a stairwell exit door. It only leads downstairs that go outside. There's no way to get inside from that door. And there was a man standing in the doorway. I screamed. He did not move. He didn't say anything.
She says even when she went inside her place along North 2nd Street, he stayed staring for a few minutes.
I have not returned to my building since this happened. I'm home in the suburbs with my family. I feel incredibly unsafe.
It felt like I was being hunted.
What have we seen the guy yet? Let me make sure. Have we seen the guy? No one snapped a pic of the guy. Let's see. Here's the guy, man. Is there a description of the guy? She was scared. She was scared to put his race. They think about how crazy it is. These white women scared to say the race of the person. She wrote a whole damn post and didn't put the race of the person. That's crazy. Yeah, women say guys don't approach them anymore. Now this guy's approaching them and they're getting mad. Can't please women, man.
Aside from that door, and there was a man standing in the doorway. I screamed. He did not move. He didn't say anything.
She says even when she went inside her place along North 2nd Street, he stayed staring for a few minutes.
I have not returned to my building since this happened. I'm home in the suburbs with my family. I feel incredibly unsafe.
It felt like I was being hunted, and that's scary. I've never felt anything like it.
Again, Philadelphia police say that this is being investigated by the Special
She
Victims
feels like she
Unit, but
was
no
hunted.
other information is being released at this time. And as far as a description goes, the women say he's between 5'8", 5'9", and was seen wearing a gray hoodie, dark pants, navy blue beanie, and is younger than 30.
Hold on. They still didn't give the raise. They still didn't give the raise. They still didn't give the raise, man.
Philadelphia police investigating after 2.
Again, Philadelphia police say that this is being investigated by the Special Victims Unit, but no other information is being released at this time. And as far as a description goes, the women say he's between 5'8", 5'9", and was seen wearing a gray hoodie, dark pants, navy blue beanie, and is younger than 30.
A beanie, maybe he's black. The beanie kind of gives it away, man. The beanie kind of gives it away.
Let's bring in now.
Shout out, he said it was Nick Tell. Shout out to P.L. Sanders says, I dropped 2 different links in the chat. Hey, put it in the back, come up and put it in the back chat or email it to me. akatunde2@gmail.com. Either come up and put it in the back chat or send it to me because I can't click on. Oh, let me put my email in here. Email it to me. Email it to me right now.
Let's bring in now anchor Damon Maloney. Damon, I know you were out there in the neighborhood with Jonathan as well, talking with people who As you can imagine, this is so deeply unsettling, right outside your home.
And right now, not a lot of answers from authorities. And Katie, the fact that we're talking about 2 young girls found in this manner, it is sparking a different level of anger. People living and working in that South Collinwood community, they hope that there can be some measure of justice, and quickly.
Right around the corner from me, yes, very much concerning.
James Buchanan is struggling to understand how the 2 young girls could have ended up dead in the neighborhood he's called home for 29 years.
It's just crime everywhere. I don't know what we're going to do better, but we got to do something soon.
I saw police at the crime scene up until about noon, next to Ginn Academy.
Well, my son called me this morning, telling me what was going on.
The visuals and trickle of information about the case, a chilling reminder of how deeply crime ripples across a community. Erica Allen's son asked to be picked up from school early, which she came to do.
I just want to keep him in a bubble, but you can't do that.
And as I drove around the neighborhood, there were a lot of businesses.
I feel kind of messed up because it's 2 young kids from what I heard.
Alan Harrison owns Al's Home Repair, and he too showed up to Ginn Academy to pick up his grandson early.
He, didn't feel comfortable being in the school today.
Alan told me with so many businesses in the area, he is hoping that they might be able to provide footage that could potentially help police.
There's a lot of cameras, so hopefully something like that can help.
While many questions remain, everyone I spoke with agreed that the young girls deserve someone fighting for them nonstop. And they want anyone with information to do the right thing and share it with police.
You hope police are able to piece this together and bring some closure to the families?
Yes. I hope so.
Now, we spoke about those cameras at businesses potentially being able to help. But as I was out going around that community today, I also noticed many homes with surveillance cameras. So check them. Take a moment, check them. If anything looks out of the ordinary, just any little thing, be sure to contact police. They need some leads in this case, and you potentially could have some answers to help them carry out their work.
This is Cleveland.
The woman's attorneys claim she was forced to defend herself and say she is the survivor of domestic abuse. While they were hoping today would mark a fresh start, it's not the outcome they walked away with.
We are asking that a woman whose only crime was to fight for her life.
Yeah, she looked like, what's the one in the Muppets? Muppet Babies. Remember Muppet Babies? Who remember Muppet Babies, man? I used to watch that every day, man. Muppet Babies, man. Who remember Muppet Babies, man? The old Muppet Babies, man. Back in the day. Trying to find that character she looked like off the Muppet Babies, man. Yo. Man. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I'm trying to find. Holy shit. Holy shit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't gonna. He said Skeeter. Nah, she looked like this one, man. Yeah, Skeeter. She looked like Skeeter a little bit too. She looked like Skeeter a little bit too. She could pass for this one though. She look like that one, man. She look like that dude, man. But she could pass for Skeeter. You right though. She could pass with Skeeter. That's him. This dude and Skeeter was road dogs anyway. That's Skeeter's road dog. Beaker. Yeah. She she looked like a mix between Skeeter and Beaker. Skeeter and Beaker had a black baby.
Asking that a woman whose only crime was to fight for her life and the life of her unborn child be dismissed.
Keisha Golden returned to court 3.5.
It's a rough looking system, man. That's a rough looking system, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. That's a rough looking system, man.
Half years after she was charged with murder, this time to ask for her case to be thrown out. Instead, the Cook County State's Attorney's Office offered a lesser charge of second-degree murder, which comes with 2 years probation and a felony conviction that will stay on her record.
Which means
second-degree murder comes with 2 years probation? Damn. Damn, I need to move my ops to Chicago and then go up there and kill them, man. It's crazy, man.
Its attorney's office offered a lesser charge of second-degree murder, which comes with 2 years probation and a felony conviction that will stay on her record.
Which means that it will follow her for the rest of her life, this felony conviction. She has done.
Yeah, she do look like Skeeter, though. Yeah, right there, she look like Skeeter. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Has done everything over the past 3 years that they have asked. She has done counseling. She has done classes.
Man, she nice. Smash.
She has reported every single day to pretrial services. What more do they want from this woman?
Attorneys for the 36-year-old say Golden endured abuse in her relationship and that she acted in self-defense when she stabbed her then-boyfriend, Calvin Sidney, in the leg following an argument. It happened in 2022.
There's an ass for every seat, man. There's an ass for every seat, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. God is good. There's an ass for every seat. Yeah, man. She is a bullshitter.
When Golden was 8 months pregnant, Golden's attorneys say Sidney attacked her after their baby shower. Prosecutors say family members separated them, after which Golden allegedly went into their bedroom and stabbed Sidney in the leg, striking a major artery. Golden's lawyers say more than 50 domestic violence calls had previously been made from the couple's home. Advocates for survivors of domestic violence stood beside Golden at the courthouse, wearing purple.
Women are 6 times more likely to be killed by an intimate partner than men. Yet, homicide committed by men is 10% more likely to be ruled justifiable.
Golden's attorneys say they will continue to fight this. There is another hearing scheduled in the case in early April. Before these charges, Golden.
Well, I know one thing. He was dating her. He was crazy. So you know, you got that. You have that. There you go.
We do have breaking news to get to. First at 4, 2 arrests now in the murder of a 7-year-old girl in Atlanta.
Atlanta News First anchor Wale Aliyu is in the breaking news First Alert tracker with the latest on this. Wale?
Listen, Carly, Joe, this is a story that we've been talking about all week long, the shooting death of 7-year-old Zoe Price. As you mentioned, police have now arrested 2 people. In fact, within the last hour and a half, they just finished a press conference here at APD announcing those 2 arrests. Police say 19-year-old Preston Smith was arguing on the phone with Zoe's brother, Darius Price, and according to witnesses, listen to this, made a threat to shoot up Darius's home. Police say Preston traveled here, picked up an accomplice who police say is 17-year-old Stephen Richardson, drove to the home on Tiger Flowers Drive and started shooting at the house. Mayor Dickens spoke.
Jesus Christ. And your life is over. This dude better pray. He only get like 20-something years because he was, you know, something. I don't know. He was arguing with the brother. He went and picked this guy up. They go shoot up the house. The girl's inside, she gets hit.
Preston Smith was arguing on the phone with Zoe's brother, Darius Price, and according to witnesses, listen to this, made a threat to shoot up Darius's home. Police say Preston traveled here, picked up an accomplice who police say is 17-year-old Stephen Richardson, drove to the home on Tiger Flowers Drive and started shooting at the house. Mayor Dickens spoke with both Zoe's mom, who, by the way, was also shot in this shooting. She survived, and Mayor Dickens says he also spoke with Zoe's sister.
The resounding theme from them when I talked to them about Zoe was that she was bright, and that she was, but most importantly, she was compassionate, and she was just a fun kid to be around. Zoe Price was only 7 years old. She was a child full of energy and full of joy.
Her family held this vigil last night, sharing thoughts and memories of the beloved 7-year-old. They say she loved dancing, cheerleading, basketball. Police say they are proud to be able to make both arrests within a week of the shooting. Coming up in the next hour, Mayor Dickens gives some stats about why he says anyone involved in a shooting here in the city of Atlanta does not stand a chance. How he says Atlanta police ranks when it comes to these homicide investigations compared to the rest of the country. That's coming up at the top of the 5 o'clock hour. For now, it's the very latest here in Atlanta. Wale Aliyu, Atlanta News First.
Jeez.
One man is dead after an officer-involved shooting during a domestic violence call. Police arrived to find a young teen and a woman both injured, and the suspect armed with a rifle. Good evening. I'm Molly Shen.
And I'm Preston Phillips. The armed suspect was shot and killed by responding officers. This happened along the border of Algona and Pacific in King County. Police were initially called to a home near 5th and Milwaukee around 8:30 this morning.
KOMO's Lynn Ann Wynn spoke with police and a witness who saw the gunman and called 911. Lynn Ann.
Preston and Molly, both the teen and the woman injured in this shooting, I'm told, have non-life-threatening injuries. And police also tell us it looks like the victims and the suspect appear to all be related.
We're actively hearing shots. 5 seconds into hearing the first shot, I get on the phone with the operators to try and get them out here.
Fernando Rubio and his landscaping crews were just getting their day started in Pacific when they suddenly heard gunfire.
I look over and it's a guy all suited up in black. He's headed towards the house.
Taking cover as the gunman walked around outside armed with a rifle.
The very first time we see him is after the first shot. He's wearing all black. He's walking towards the house, appears to be going after someone. By then, we've all got covered, and he is pointing the gun and talking to a female to go back in the house.
Police say someone from out of state who knows the family also heard a gunshot and called 911. With officers from Algona and Pacific arriving on scene to find a woman and a 14-year-old injured.
When the officers arrived, there were 2 victims that had been shot, and a suspect was still actively in the process of firing off rounds.
According to initial reports, the Pacific police officer shot and killed the suspect, who appears to be in his 30s. A nearby school and city hall were both placed on lockdown during the shooting. But police say no officers or bystanders were injured.
Some of the most violent calls that officers go on are domestic violence calls. And so these are one of the things that, no matter if you're in a large agency or a small agency like this is one of the hazards of the job that you have.
Yeah, salute to that guy. He showed up. He smoked that dude, man. Good job, police officer. Great job, police officer.
Tonight, detectives with the Major Case Squad are asking for your help as they investigate the murder of a woman in Clinton County, Illinois. Family members tell 5 on Your Side Sadie Tull was found dead this morning inside her home on Fairfax Street in Carlisle. New tonight, 5 on Your Side's Robert Townsend talked with the victim's brother and neighbors.
Family and neighbors say behind 41-year-old Sadie Tull's big, warm smile was a caring soul. They say Tull lived alone in his Carlisle home for nearly 8 years, kept to herself, and ran a dog grooming business called Perfetti Pet Salon inside her home.
Very nice, very sweet girl. I've known her whole life. She's very friendly, waved all the time, you know what I mean, was very good with the dogs.
Now, many in this small community are hurting, others in disbelief. No one can believe their neighbor, whom they last saw over the weekend walking customers' dogs, is now dead.
I knew her mom and dad. I knew her grandparents. And it's shocking.
Investigators say Tuesday morning, Carlisle police officers performed a welfare check at Tull's home, went inside, and found her deceased. Her car parked in her driveway. 26 members of the Major Case Squad are working the homicide case. So far, they have not said how Tull died. Tull's brother confirms his sister's 2 dogs were shot in their heads and killed.
I did not hear no gunshots.
So at this point, there's still lots of questions surrounding this case. Investigators have not told us if they found any signs of forced entry to Tull's house, nor have they said anything about a motive or possible suspects. Stuart Tull, Sadie's brother, said his sister had a big personality and made an incredible impact on anybody who met her. Heartbroken family and neighbors pray for an arrest.
I just want to know who's responsible for such atrocities like this. I mean, it's very disturbing. It's going to keep me up all night until they find this person.
In Carlisle, Robert Townsend, 5 on Your Side.
And anyone with information can call the Major Case Squad command post. That number is 618-594-2451, or you can call Crime Stoppers at 866-371-TIPS.
Wow. Wow. White crime.
Well, we have new information tonight on a crime that left a Memphis father and daughter dead and has family members waiting for answers and justice. Panola County deputies found 42-year-old Victor Gonzalez and his daughter, 19-year-old Serenity Gonzalez, dead from gunshot wounds Sunday morning on a rural river road. They're calling this a double homicide. WREG's Mike Sirianni spoke with a family member who believes the pair was ambushed.
Here on River Road in Panola County, there's very little that remains of the crime scene where a Memphis father and daughter died. There are muddy tire tracks or bits of broken glass, but there are many questions about who killed Victor and Serenity Gonzalez and why.
If I was to ask a question, it would honestly be why.
Like all of this, it doesn't make any sense.
Jesse Waterman, biological son of Victor Gonzalez and younger brother of Serenity Gonzalez, telling your news leader the pair, both electricians, were reportedly last seen on a job site Friday.
They were working on 2 houses that day. Then they were going to eat. And then after that, they were going to pick up the PS5 from Facebook Marketplace.
He doesn't know who Victor and Serenity were going to meet to buy a...
Picking up the PS5 off Facebook Marketplace. Jeez. Holy shit. Did you hear that? Press one if you heard that. Oh, Lord. I wasn't even looking. Geez, this motherfucker. God damn. I wasn't even looking at the screen, man. I was just listening to it, man. This motherfucker. What the fuck is this, man? The fuck is that? He done put his ass on Facebook Marketplace. Shit. The fuck? I knew he was zesty. I wasn't expecting this, though. I was looking for another story. I was listening to it, and I was like, okay, that's a zesty motherfucker. I didn't know he was like, God damn. This motherfucker beyond zesty. Jeez. Fuck me, man.
They were working on 2 houses that day. Then they were going to eat. And then after that, they were going to pick up the PS5 from Facebook Marketplace.
He doesn't know who Victor and Serenity were going to meet to buy a PlayStation 5, why they ended up on River Road in Panola County, where they were found dead from gunshots Sunday morning.
Yeah.
But Waterman says the pair were in a white van with all their work gear. And an investigator told a family member tire tracks at the scene may have indicated the pair were trying to flee.
Because normally they don't have mud and stuff like that on the van. And on the sides, we were told that it looks like they were trying to flee from the scene.
Yeah. Panola County Sheriff Shane Phelps declined to comment on whether the victims were fleeing from someone or whether the pair was set up or if they were robbed. Phelps saying this is an active investigation. Waterman says all family members can do now is cope with the loss of 2 people who had no enemies.
Everybody is in shock and disbelief, but we're also grieving at the same time because it all happened all of a sudden.
For your news leader in Panola County, Mike Suriani, WREG News Channel 3.
Family will get answers soon.
Oh, yeah.
And if you plan on making...
We'll get answers soon. Who do you think the suspects are? What do you think the suspects are going to look like? What y'all think the suspects in this case are going to look like, man, when we finally get answers? Jeez.
All right, well, only on 13, you may rethink your sense of security after seeing this suspect in action in real time climbing down a building after trying to break into an upper level apartment. It happened near Ella Boulevard near Kirkendall in North Harris County. ABC 13's Luke Jones joins us live. And Luke, a good reminder to keep everything locked, and good thing the young man inside did just that.
Yeah, the intruder never managed to make it inside, but still pretty scary. And so many unanswered questions tonight. One, how was he able to get up to that balcony in the first place, and why that particular balcony? The victim says the jump pack he stole wasn't visible from the ground, so he says it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to him. It is, though, making him rethink where he's living. An apartment complex on Ella Boulevard with a wide open gate. It's a far cry from the small Illinois town 18-year-old Gage Price grew up in.
And it's really scary knowing that I'm here alone and then my closest family is 14 hours away from me.
Especially after everything that happened last week. First, his car's broken into. And then this. A man apparently scaling Price's building and hoisting himself up to Price's second-floor balcony, where a sharp-eyed friend spots him around 1 a.m. Friday.
She said that she saw somebody outside. I'm like, there's no way. Like, what do you mean?
When Price peers out the window, there's this guy with a jump pack. Precinct 4 constable deputies say he just stolen.
He kind of freaks out. He don't know how to get down.
So he hangs from the railing for several seconds before ditching the jump pack and climbing down. How he got up is anyone's guess.
And I tried doing it myself, and I couldn't even do it.
Price's motion-activated camera activated late.
I just did this, and then I stood up here, and then I grabbed onto one of the rails. And even then, like, it's really hard to pull yourself up.
By the time Price made it outside, the intruder was already sprinting off. Price chased him as far as this opening in the fence, but then something stopped him in his tracks.
He turns around and starts yelling at me in Spanish, and then he had like pointed something at me like this.
What did you think it was?
I thought it was a gun.
Price retreats to his car and calls 911. Carlos Arias, a Nicaraguan national, is soon arrested and charged with aggravated robbery. ICE has also placed a hold on him.
I don't know who would think it's a good idea to climb a second floor balcony.
And if a late-night balcony visitor sounds bad,
So I had a prostitute knock on my door the day after this happened, which is kind of crazy.
it was all too much for this small-town Illinois man. And now he says he's moving out of the apartment complex on Ella Boulevard.
What can you do at the end of the day? I mean, it's Ella Boulevard, so I don't think anything is going to become good out of living here.
Just stories you'll have to see to believe. Luke Jones, ABC 13, Eyewitness News.
Everybody hit that like button, man. Sponsor the show. Take the challenge. Take the challenge. Sponsor the show. Jeez. So much going on, man. That fucking on Brito. He here illegally doing shit like that. That's just fucking insane, man. Maybe these motherfuckers, I don't know, man. I can't call it, man. I can't call it. I cannot call it, man. Why the fuck you would be over here doing shit like that if you're here illegally? I can't call it.
This story is very disturbing.
The details are disturbing. Very disturbing.
Disturbing. I think horrific is a better word. Unthinkable? Regardless, you get the point. Because of its disturbing nature, this was a story I wasn't going to go anywhere close to, but then something happened that propelled me into it. Before we get to that, let's hear what these 14, 13, and 12-year-old boys allegedly did to a 12-year-old girl.
You know what? We're going to grab her. We're going to pull her over to the sofa in between this building, and you two are going to hold her hands while I take off her pants, her panties, and have sex with her. And not only that, but she's screaming for help.
The girl told detectives they stopped after they heard her father calling her name. The report also says another young person was with the group of boys and told detectives he did not participate or say anything because he was afraid of, quote, getting beat up.
All three boys are now charged criminally as adults.
Sir, you were arrested on serious charges. Actually, you were indicted by a grand jury.
Two of the boys were in court facing serious charges.
So you're 12 years old?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor. This is a very complicated matter.
And complicated.
So what forced my hand on this gruesome story? It was the family members of the suspects. First, the woman who is purportedly the auntie.
You been talking about you wanted to do this to me. You finna, do me like this. So I guess he got aggressive with her, and she was like, oh, no, I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna sleep with all of y'all. I'm only sleeping with him. So I guess whatever happened, while they was running the train on her.
I remind you, we're talking about a 12-year-old.
I told you. Who saw the show the other night when I said that this possibly could have been the case? Press 1 if you saw the show the other night when I told you that this could have possibly been the case. And I'm not saying that it is, but I'm not surprised that this is what you know. what was coming out of that camp.
The suspects. First, the woman who is purportedly the auntie.
You been talking about you wanted to do this to me. You finna, do me like this. So I guess he got aggressive with her, and she was like, oh, no, I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna sleep with all of y'all. I'm only sleeping with him. So I guess whatever happened, while they was running the train on her,
I remind you, we're talking about a 12-year-old.
your daughter ain't telling the truth. Your daughter only pressed the charges because you forcing her to press charges. Your daughter was never a virgin before she got touched.
I'm sorry you had to see that. Let's see what the father of one of the suspects had to say to the news.
This is a 12-year-old boy we're talking about. We're going to leave him in jail and put a life charge on a young man, a young black man.
Sorry, bud.
A young black man. He's special, man. He's special because he's black, man. Black people think they special, man. They've been trained like that, though. So they've been definitely trained, man. Definitely trained, man. To think that they being black makes you special. Absolves you from some shit. Man. This thing to turn into a shit show.
To the news.
This is a 12-year-old boy we're talking about. We're going to leave him in jail and put a life charge on a young man, a young black man.
Sorry, bud. I don't think the race card is going to work on this one.
That was visiting Miami. It was with the wrong two kids, a 15 and a 14-year-old. My son is 12 years old and has a father that takes care of him. These allegations are bogus.
The victim says his son Josiah held her down and put rocks in her mouth to stop her from screaming for help.
I haven't spoken to my son since he's been incarcerated. Everybody's plastering my son on Facebook, Instagram, on every media, and making him out to be a person that he isn't. This is a 12-year-old boy that gets good grades, goes to school every day. You understand me? He is not the child y'all making him out to be.
It's not true.
The boys are pleading not guilty. Anything's possible, I suppose, but the mother of the victim is confident they're guilty.
At the end of the day, they did it. I don't care if they get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, 100 years. Guess what? I'm going to always feel like as a mother, as a woman, I'm going to always feel like it's not enough.
That thing devolved into mess. That thing devolved into mess quickly. Black folk. Jeez. We don't know what's going on, man. They could find out that she was that the kids, the boy's story was correct, man. We don't know.
The teen takeover is happening multiple times. Last summer, one city council member has proposed a new strategy to stop them.
WGN's Dana Rebick is live outside City Hall tonight with new details. Hi, Dana.
Well, this is a concept that has been resurrected from an ordinance first introduced back in 2023, and it would put parents on the hook for their children's behavior.
Many of our parents are not paying attention to what their children are doing. We have teen takeovers because parents are simply not asking, what is my son or daughter doing out in the middle of the night?
Alderman Ray Lopez introducing a new ordinance in the Public Safety Committee today that could hold parents liable for the criminal actions of their children.
If they are knowingly
dismissing what those children are up to, then they should be held accountable.
Under the proposal, for example, if a child is involved in a teen takeover and committed a criminal act, their parent or legal guardian could face a $1,000 fine, community service, and court-mandated family and parental counseling.
Where I have a problem is that a parent or guardian can be subject to fines or imprisonment, and I want to stress imprisonment, as if they had committed the crime themselves.
You're letting him go out late at night, doing whatever. You don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something. If you're allowing a 16-year-old to be out, let's just say at 2 a.m, and he does something really bad, are you somewhat responsible? I would say yes.
Ultimately, the ordinance failed 10-5 to move out of committee, but Lopez plans to revise it and bring it back. Still in the mix, a new version of Alderman Brian Hopkins' curfew ordinance, which passed out of committee in January. The hybrid model would allow the police department to issue a dispersal order at any time of day. Minors could then be detained and processed for a curfew violation if they did not leave the area.
What we're looking to do here is remove the time requirement and have the curfew dependent on the circumstances that are occurring that require a law enforcement intervention.
Ultimately, the goal is to create safe spaces for our children, accountability with parents, and have a city that everyone can enjoy and love.
Alderman Hopkins told me today that he has been working closely with the mayor's office. The mayor had previously vetoed his SNAP curfew ordinance, and he feels this time around he does have the votes to push this through. He plans to introduce this to the full council later in March or sometime next month. Live at City.
Yeah. Disproportionately, the parents that are being held responsible are Black children. After looking at the data, Black parents are being held responsible more than white parents. Well, Black children commit more crime. But you know, oh shit, damn.
Now, live, local, now.
A man involved in a shooting that left a woman and a toddler dead Monday night is now in police custody after a chase in a different state. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Denise Valdez. Law enforcement sources say the suspect tried to steal her car near Dean Martin and Star, but then shot and killed them before taking off. That's where 8 News Now reporter Aaron Ariano is.
Awful. This is an awful story, man. Fucking A, man. This story is awful, man. Like straight up, man. This is some awful shit. Fucking A, man. Fucking A, man. Did you hear what I just heard? Did you hear what I just heard?
Now, live, local, now.
A man involved in a shooting that left a woman and a toddler dead Monday night is now in police custody after a chase in a different state. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Denise Valdez. Law enforcement sources say the suspect tried to steal her car near Dean Martin and Star, but then shot and killed them before taking off. That's where 8 News Now reporter Aaron Ariano is live with how this whole thing unfolded. Aaron?
Denise, Metro sources tell us Utah Highway Patrol arrested that suspect after a pursuit tonight in Utah. They did not identify him, but they say that he had no apparent connection to the 2 victims who were found dead last night in this neighborhood.
The woman and child were found by police and neighbors after shots rang out around 9 Monday night along Victoria Medici Street. They were taken to the hospital and pronounced dead. While the coroner has yet to release the names, the family of Denasia Robinson posted this GoFundMe. The family's attorney also confirms with us Robinson is the woman killed. The fundraiser states she was watching a friend's child when they were both killed. Neighbors shocked this happened.
In the last 14 years, this is probably the worst thing, we've seen here.
Another neighbor, Ryan Green, lives nearby and saw the aftermath of those shots fired.
And then I raced out to my backyard to look over the wall and see what was happening, and saw a car speed off. But we really didn't know what was going on.
Law enforcement sources tell 8 News Now after Monday night's shooting, the same man ended up in Phoenix, stole a car, then ends up in Utah. Highway Patrol there arrests him after a pursuit.
Just awful. Just the randomness, violence, just awful. Terrible.
And once again, we do not know yet the identity of that suspect or the motive for last night's shooting. Meanwhile, we do have the GoFundMe for Robinson posted up on our website, 8newsnow.com. For now, reporting live near Dean Martin and Star, Aaron Oriano, 8 News Now.
Now, we did reach out to the Robinsons family, but they declined to comment. Her GoFundMe describes her as kind-hearted with an infectious laugh.
Wow.
Anyone with information regarding this case is encouraged to contact Metro Police, or you can stay anonymous by contacting crime.
That's awful, man. He fucking carjacked, killed her and a baby. It's awful, man. That's literally awful. Yo, insane.
It's the kind of decision he cannot afford to make. On parole and inside this Inglewood Walmart in 2022, he takes out a knife and approaches customers. He leaves before police can arrest him. The next day, the same man is seen here, say Inglewood police, running away from a screaming and injured woman. His name, Ricky Lee Roybal Smith. Her name, Meg Eberhard. Who is Meg Eberhard?
My mom.
Zeta Venegas rushed to a Colorado hospital only to help make the decision to cut off life support.
She had absolutely no brain activity, and so I don't even think that she was able to hear what I said, and let alone even just getting to hear her voice one more time.
Her mom's injuries led Zeta to assume prosecutors would charge the man seen running away, Roybal Smith, with murder. Inglewood police even went as far, 9 News Investigates found, to recommend murder charges to the local DA.
It just made sense to me that somebody should be held responsible.
But when her mom's autopsy came back with an undetermined cause of death, prosecutors elected not to charge. Instead, they sent Roybal Smith back to prison for just 4 years for that Walmart menacing case. It all made a repeat felon, repeat parolee, eligible yet again for parole last year. 6 months into that parole, this time police say he killed 2 unhoused men on East Colfax in Aurora, and then a cellmate inside the Denver jail. 3 deaths last June. This week, Zeta learned prosecutors have finally charged Roybal Smith with a 4th murder, the 2022 death of her mom.
At least the reality and the fact of what he did is being acknowledged on the legal end of things, I think that it's important that she wasn't forgotten.
Court records show last year, Inglewood police sent a new round of DNA evidence to the state lab, including DNA collected from a lime green jacket Eberhard was wearing when she was killed. When returned, it showed a high likelihood of containing Roybal Smith's DNA. It helped lead to the new charges. 9 News Investigates has done numerous stories on Roybal Smith's repeated stints on parole. Found he was one of many parolees misscored by the state when assessed for risk, a problem that routinely led to insufficient levels of supervision. As a result of our work, the state has now vowed to rescore the risk levels of more than 1,700 parolees. And now this. I mean, you had no doubt that she was a homicide victim.
Mm-mm. No doubt at all. I have very deep appreciation for the fact that you guys have kept on with everything.
Roybal Smith is due back in court later this month, where he is expected to enter a plea for 2 of the 4 deaths. Chris Vanderveen, 9 News.
Chris, thank you. Englewood Police sent us a statement about the case that said, in part, the department worked tirelessly for the past 3 years to seek answers and closure in this complex case, adding, quote, justice delayed is not justice denied.
Wow. What a day, man. And there's so much more going on. I mean, there's so much more going on. We go on and on and on and on and on into the night, man. On and 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 on.
Tonight, a man is accused of inappropriately touching a little girl at a busy store in Kirkwood. Investigators say she's not the only victim based on surveillance video. Thank you for joining us at 6. I'm Ann Allred. Kelly Jackson has the night off.
And I'm Mike Bush. A warning for parents who are out shopping in Kirkwood over the weekend. A St. Louis man is behind bars, accused of stalking several children, grabbing them, and making sexual advances. We're live at the Kirkwood Walmart tonight, where Melanie Johnson has the latest on the charges, as police believe there are more victims. Melanie.
We're live here at the Kirkwood Walmart, where a St. Louis man is said to have been preying on children in the toy aisle. Prosecutors say it was the brave actions of a 7-year-old girl that led to this arrest before the suspect could strike again. Take a good look at this picture. This is the man, 33-year-old Jasmine. Investigators say he drove from St. Louis to the Kirkwood Walmart to prey on children. They believe it happened Sunday from noon until 4 p.m. According to police, Pasick reportedly touched himself inappropriately in front of a 7-year-old and then touched the victim inappropriately. The young victim ran to tell her parents and later identified Pasick in a police lineup, which led to this arrest. Prosecutor Melissa Price-Smith believes there are at least 3 more victims. Price says store video shows Esmond Pasick in the toy aisle for hours, stalking and abusing children.
These are people that prey on our children. He was in a Walmart store where families are shopping, and he was very bold in going up to children in a public place. Not only rubbing up against them, but asking them if they wanted to grab him or touch him. The bold actions of this predator, just like any other predator, is terrifying.
Police believe there are 4 victims, but there could be more, as Pasick is believed to have visited the Target next door. This is why police are urging families who visited either store on Sunday to sit down and talk with their children. Live in Kirkwood tonight, Melanie Johnson, 5 on your side.
Wow. I think I need to come back tomorrow. I'll probably do a daytime show tomorrow, man. I'm starting to hit the wall. But this is a great show, man. Great show, guys. Salute. Starting to hit the wall. Gotta wake up early in the morning. Take care of my business. Salute to all you guys, man. Salute to everybody who sponsored the show. Thank you guys for sponsoring the show. We'll get out of here, man. But yeah, we'll definitely come back tomorrow night if we don't come back tomorrow during the day. Salute to everybody out there, man. Same black time, same black channel. Out of here. Peace.